A very good morning to you all my dear students. Hope you are healthy, fit and fine at home. I am Atul sir and I am going to teach science for 8th standard in the upcoming academic year 2020-2021. So this is your general science textbook for standard 8. In this textbook, there are mainly 19 chapters of science. So today I am going to start the first chapter, Living World and Classification of Microbes. Microbes means an extremely small living things that you can only see with a special piece of equipment, that is the microscope, and that can cause a disease. Before starting the lesson, we can recall some questions. First one, what is the hierarchy for classification of living organism? What is the hierarchy for classification of living organisms? Classification of living organism. So answer is Carl Linnaeus developed hierarchy of groups for classification. The taxa in hierarchical order is kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. Second question, who invented binomial system of nomenclature? So binomial nomenclature is a formal system of naming species of living things. Binomial nomenclature is a formal system to give a name of the species of living things by giving each a name composed of two parts. The first part is genus and second part is species. This type of nomenclature was invented by scientist Carl Linnaeus. So binomial nomenclature invented by the scientist Carl Linnaeus. Third one, which levels of hierarchy are considered while writing the name in binomial nomenclature? So there are two levels of hierarchy are considered while writing the name in binomial nomenclature. They are genus and species. In history, Carl Linnaeus in 1735 divided living world in two kingdoms, Vegetabilia and Animalia. So Carl Linnaeus is a great scientist. In 1735 divided living world into two kingdoms, Vegetabilia and Animalia. Haeckel in 1866 considered three kingdoms, Protista, plants and animals. In 1925, Chatton created two groups, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In 1938, Copeland divided living organisms into four kingdoms, Monera, Protista, plants and animals. So let's start the first topic of this lesson, biodiversity and need of classification. The meaning of biodiversity is the variety of plants and animals life in the world or in the particular habitat. Last year, we learned that all the living organisms on the earth have adapted according to the geographic regions, food ingestion, defense, etc. So, in the last year, we learned that all the living organisms on earth have adapted or adaptation. Adaptation means the process of changing to suit a new situation according to the geographic region. Food ingestion. Food ingestion means taking in food. Defense. Defense means to fight against enemy, etc. While adapting, many differences are observed in the organism of same species too. So while adapting, there are many differences are observed in the organism of same species too. According to 2011 census, around 87 million species of living organisms are found on the earth, including land and sea. So according to the 2011 census, there are 87 million species of living organisms are found on the earth, including land and sea. To study such a vast number, it was essential to divide them into groups. And to study all these species, it was essential to divide them into the groups. So groups and subgroups were created considering the similarities and differences among the living organisms. So in this way, the groups and subgroups were created considering the similarities and differences among the living organisms. The process of dividing living organisms into groups and subgroups is called as a biological classification. So, the process of dividing the living organism into groups and subgroups is called as a biological classification. Robert Harding Whittaker, 1920 to 1980, was an American ecologist. In 1969, he divided living organisms into 5 groups. So, the American ecologist or American scientist Robert Whittaker divided the living organisms into 5 groups. For this classification, Whittaker considered following criteria. So, for classify the living organisms, the Whittaker considered the following criteria. Which following criteria? First one, complexity of the cell structure, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic means a microscopic single cell organism that doesn't a nucleus. So, prokaryotic means a microscopic single cell organism that doesn't a nucleus. Example is all type of bacteria. And eukaryotic means an eukaryotic is an organism whose cells contains a nucleus with a membrane. Example is amoeba, paramecium, euglena, etc. Second criteria is complexity of organisms, unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular means only single cell are present and multicellular means more than one cells are present. Third one, mode of nutrition. Plants autotrophic, photosynthetic. Autotrophic means plants make their own food by using photosynthesis. Fungi, saprophytic, absorption for dead organisms. Saprophyte means organisms that obtain food from dead organisms. Animals, heterotrophic and ingestive. Heterotrophic means organisms that obtain their food from other living organisms. For example, man, then tiger, etc. These all are the heterotrophic. Fourth criteria is lifestyle. Plants, producers, animals, consumers, fungi, decomposers. And fifth one criteria is phylogenetic relationship. Prokaryotic to eukaryotic and unicellular to multicellular. So in this way, Whittaker classified the living organisms into following criteria. So for this classification, Whittaker considered these 5 criteria: complexity of the cell structure, complexity of organisms, mode of nutrition, lifestyle, and the phylogenetic relationship. So here there is a flow chart of the 5 kingdom system of classification. Living organisms are classified as prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Then prokaryotes includes unicellular organisms which are included in kingdom Monera. Eukaryotes are unicellular organisms or multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms which are included kingdom Protista. Multicellular organisms are included kingdom Fungi. Cell all present but organism can't perform photosynthesis. Kingdom 4 Plantae. Cell all present and organisms can perform photosynthesis. And kingdom 5 Animalia, that is no cell all. So this is the 5 kingdom system of classification. First one is kingdom Monera. Monera is a kingdom that contains unicellular organisms with a prokaryotic cell organization such as bacteria. So Monera is a kingdom contains only unicellular organism, only single cell present organisms with prokaryotic cell organisms such as bacteria. Activity: take a small drop of curd or buttermilk on a clean glass slide, dilute it with the little water, carefully keep a cover slip, or observe it under a high power of compound microscope. What did you see? So this activity we are going to perform after the reopening the school. So So what did you see? So moving small rod-like microbes are lactobacilli bacteria. So if you observe under the compound microscope, you see there are moving small like this. Rod-like microbes are lactobacilli bacteria. All type of bacteria and blue-green algae are included in the kingdom Monera. So all types of bacteria, these all the organisms for kingdom Monera. All type of bacteria and blue-green algae are included in the kingdom Monera. Next one is characteristics of kingdom Monera. First one is all the organisms are unicellular. So in the kingdom Monera, all the organisms are unicellular, means only single cell are present. They may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. Autotrophic means they can make their own food, or heterotrophic means they depend on other. So they may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. These are prokaryotic cells without distinct nucleus or cell organelles. So third characteristics, these are prokaryotic cells without distinct nucleus or cell organelles. So these all are the organisms from kingdom Monera. Kingdom second is Protista. Protista is a kingdom that comprises mostly single cell organisms such as protozoa, simple algae and fungi. So Protista means a kingdom that comprises mostly single cell organisms such as protozoa, simple algae and fungi. Activity: prepare a temporary mount of 1 drop of pond water on a glass slide. Observe it under low power and high power of microscope. So this activity we are also perform after the reopening the school. You will find some motile microbes and irregular shape. These are amoebae. So if we drop a pond water on a glass slide and observe it under the low power and high power of microscope, you will find some motile microbes and irregular shape. So these all are the amoebae. Therefore, characteristics of the Protista is: Protista are single cell organisms with well-defined nucleus enclosed in a nuclear membrane. Here the Paramecium, Amoeba, Euglena, Volvox, these all are the single cell organisms with well-defined nucleus enclosed in a nuclear membrane. Means there are present the nucleus with the nuclear membrane. Second, they have a pseudopodia or hair-like cilia or whip-like flagella for locomotion. Locomotion means movement or ability to move. And pseudopodia means is a temporary protrusion of the surface of amoeboid cell for the purpose of eating or moving. So it is a temporary protrusion. So they have a pseudopodia or hair-like cilia or whip-like flagella for locomotion. Third one, autotrophs. Example, Euglena, Volvox contain chloroplast. So Euglena and Volvox are the autotrophic because in this they present in the Euglena and Volvox contain chloroplast. Chloroplast means the part of the green plant cell that contains chlorophyll and which photosynthesis takes place. So Euglena and Volvox are the autotrophic. Heterotrophs, amoeba and paramecium. Amoeba and paramecium are depend on other. So they are heterotrophic. So these all are the organisms from kingdom Protista: Volvox, paramecium, Euglena and amoeba. Kingdom third is fungi. Activity: take a moist piece of bread or bhakri and keep it in a container with a lid for 2 to 3 days. After 2 to 3 days, a fine cotton thread-like tuft is found growing on the surface of the bread. Most of the time you saw on the bread on bhakri, there is a thread-like tuft is found growing on the surface of the bread or bhakri. Prepare a temporary mount on few threads from this culture and observe it under the microscope. So this activity we also perform after the reopening the school. If we observe under the microscope, the structure is like this. So this is the fungi. Next one is characteristics of fungi. First characteristics are: these are non-green, eukaryotic, heterotrophic organisms. So fungi are non-green, eukaryotic, heterotrophic organism. Most of them are saprotrophs. Saprotrophs, they feed upon decaying organic matter. So most of the time fungi are saprotroph. They are depend on dead organism. Third one, their cell wall is made up of tough and complex sugar called as a chitin. Fourth characteristic is some fungi are thread-like and many nuclei are present in the cytoplasm. So some fungi are thread-like and many nuclei are found in the cytoplasm. Fifth one, the examples of fungi is Baker's yeast, Aspergillus, that is the fungus on corn, Penicillium and mushrooms. Though many systems of classification are introduced after the Whitakers, there are many systems of classification are introduced after the Whitakers, but the Whitakers is 5 kingdom system is widely accepted. Next one is use your brain power. Explain the merits and demerits of Whitaker's classification. So the merits of Whitaker's classification is, first one is, the system has been widely accepted and recommended by the Institute of Biology. Second one, this grouping is useful for practice reasons because the technique used is simple. And the demerits of the Whitaker's classification is, this system of classification is not natural grouping, as smallest organisms are called as a microorganism. So this Whitaker system of classification is not natural grouping, as smallest organisms are called as microorganisms. This scheme did not consider one group of organism called viruses. So in this system of classification, this scheme did not consider one group of organism called viruses into any kingdom neatly. So this is the first video of chapter number 1, living world and classification of microbes. In this first video, we are basically study about the biodiversity and need of classification, then biological classification, then Whitaker. For the classification, Whitaker consider the 5 criteria, this following five criteria. Then we are study about this flowchart of the 5 kingdom system of classification. Then we are study about the kingdom Monera, Protista and fungi. If you have any doubt in this first video, you can ask me anytime. Thank you.